First and foremost, man, I'd like to apologize. I've been busy, man. I haven't been able to drop any content because we've been redoing the floors, repainting, redecorating. We've just been busy, man. I've been busy. But now that I have your undivided attention again, where do we leave off at? I said, this goddamn chair got me looking like Blue's Clues. Damn. Anyway, where we leave off at? 7 kids, same girl, faking a fraud in a sense. Let me just run the whole story. So I met this dude on Real Detachment. Let me clear the air. I'm not gonna be able to keep up with aliases and all of that, so I'll just lay it out how it is. We called this dude Man.
And when I say man, I'm talking about man as in mankind, not man as in man.
Like a man, say man, and he reciprocated the same in return. Crazy. Man
What's happening with you, man?
happened to be one of the few that we established a somewhat of a bond together, right? It was like 6 of us, right? We were tight. We were all in different units. We all had different jobs, but we all got on Real Detachment and were preparing to deploy ahead together. So about 6 or 7 of us. We were tight, real tight, right? Maine happened to be one of them.
That ain't this now, man.
You would think after we rolled up to Fort Gordon from Fort Stewart and me finding out he wasn't what I thought he was, and also experiencing the same girl situation, and that, I would fall back a little bit. I didn't. Not at all. I mean, it was only a few of us, and you gotta have each other's back pushing forward because you don't really know what's going down. You don't have anything. You don't have anyone except for your tight few. Cool. I get back from visiting his parents on the holidays and breaking it off with old girl, same girl stuff. And I want to say it was a couple days that passed, man. It might have been like Wednesday or Thursday, right? I get a call about 2 or 3 in the morning. Say, man, I need you to get somebody and come get my vehicle, man. What the hell are you talking about? My vehicle over here past the dugout, man. Boys pulled me over, man. They probably got me. The hell is he talking? All right, dog. Whatever. I call one of my partners. Hey, man. Hey, we got to ride out, bro. We get down there, right? It's one police car and him pulled over to the side of the road. I pull over probably about 200 feet behind the police car so I ain't cause any interference. I give it about 30 seconds. And I seen this other squad car coming the opposite direction, doing about 65, 70, maybe even 80 miles an hour, man. Flipped the bitch, threw his lights on, and pulled up behind me. So automatically I'm like, what's going on? I feel like I'm part of a trap again. So I get ready. He walk up to my window, taps my window. You know why you've been pulled over?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You ain't pulled me over. I'm over here to help and assist one of my fellow soldiers. Stay here, I'll be right back. Roll my window back up. So I'm sitting in my truck, like, looking at my partner, like, hey, what the hell was that? All we did was pull up on the scene. Whatever. Get about 5-10 minutes, he ran all my shit. Dude comes back, need you to breathe in this breathalyzer. Again. I have nothing to do with this. It is what it is. I'm trying to help him. I done got caught up in some shit. Whatever. Blowing to the breathalyzer. I ain't blow anything, man. I was just asleep. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Cool. They get done with the paperwork or whatever. He goes back. I say about 15 minutes pass. They put Maine in cuffs, put him in the back of the squad car. They come up to my truck, issue me a citation. The hell is this? Bro, I just pulled up on the scene. The hell is passing a stationary emergency vehicle? Well, y'all got me fucked. Good day, officer. I'm getting ready to deploy, man. I'm not even sweating that, man. All right, cool. Somebody bails him out the next day. One of the NCOs on Red Detachment went down, gets him out. Boom. My deployment date gets pushed up. I'm thinking it's next week. It's actually this Friday. It might have been a Wednesday or a Thursday. So in my head, I'm like, all right, last person I got left here is Mike. At least he could do is exchange my keys to someone that I arranged to come down to Stewart and take my vehicle back, so I'll be good. I ain't got to worry about it. All right, bet. I'll brief him up on it. You know what I'm saying? All right, man, this is all I need you to do. I'm going to have my partner come from Atlanta. You give him the keys. He going to take my vehicle to Atlanta. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't got no responsibility, really, but to be there where you need to be at the place on time.
Real, man. Hold on, I like that, man.
I deploy ahead, right? In my head, everything is everything. Me not knowing because I'm pushing ahead to my gaining unit, they pushed him ahead too. And I want to say at the beginning of the next week instead of the end of that week. So I'm not knowing that he's going ahead right behind me. So that plan in motion, me giving him my keys, it really was a waste of my time because I give it a week. We're still doing in processing in theater. We're trying to push ahead to Iraq. We might be in Kuwait, and we're probably in Iraq already. I wake up one morning, do my workout at the gym, get ready to head to the briefing tents. This day, I get to the briefing tents. I look to my left. Who is it? Maine. Maine is on ground with me right now. How does that work out? Hey, man. No, here you go. Hey, man. My bad, man. I ain't know I was going to deploy so soon, man. Here go your keys, man. I said, all right. Well, shit. You left my vehicle in the parking lot, right? You locked me up. He was like, everything good, man. All right, bet. Boom. Grab my keys. We part ways because he's pushing somewhere else in a different location in Iraq than what I'm going to. We got different jobs. Deployment gets over with, we get back stateside, right? One of the first things you cannot do is drive. But one of the only things on my mind is I gotta get back and secure my vehicle, get them off post and get them tuned up because it's just been sitting there for a whole year. Actually, 15 months. This is the first deployment they left me behind. Get back. Number one, I'm assuming my battery's dead and my tires are flat. It ain't had no movement. Boom. Had one of my partners take me down to the barracks parking lot. There go my truck sitting there by itself. All right, cool. Tires a little flat. I expected that. Battery, I hit the remote. Dead as a doornail. All right, cool. Only thing I got to worry about is getting some juice, putting some air in my tires, and pushing on. I reach out to grab the door handle, right? And it's something in the back of my head said, let's see if it's open. Why would it be open? Like, why would it be open? My partner left it there for me, told me he locked it up. Why would it be unlocked? It wouldn't be unlocked. Open the door up. Oh, it's unlocked. And as I look inside, my TVs, all my screens, my speakers, my jewelry that was in everything gone. Dang. All right, man.
That ain't this now, man.
You got me. You damn sure got me. It is what it is. I just got off of deployment, man. I'm going to handle business, man. I got to do what I got to do. In the back of my head, though, when I see you, it's on sight, bro. I got robbed probably over the duration of a year. They took their time in my shit, man. On sight, bro. Well, being that we were in different units and I got left behind in Iraq, when he got back from his deployment, he PCS'd ahead. So by the time I got back, Maine was nowhere to be found. Still on the back of my head, but I'm not even sweating it, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Water off a duck's back. I got a court date coming up. that previous incident that happened when I went to help Maine out and he was drunk driving and I got a ticket for passing a stationary emergency vehicle, which was impossible. The court date is coming up and I'll probably see Maine there. Nope, not at all. This dude paid his fine while he was on deployment, knowing I was not in the wrong, so he could just avoid everything. Paid his fine, PCS. I get to court. I'm furious. You understand what I'm saying? I'm there by myself with my supervisor who has nothing to do with it. So alphabetically, they go through everything. Go through everyone, right? Boom, boom, boom. Oh, it's coming up. I'm next. There was one cop sitting in the stand. As soon as the paperwork exchanged and it was my case, that night, rewind to that night, it was only 2 police officers. Now that I'm in court before the judge and my case is up, 6 sheriffs, 6 sheriffs fill the stand.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I know it's set up when I see it. So automatically, you know what I'm saying? I'm mad. I'm enraged. Like the judge is talking to me and going over everything, and I'm a little pissed off because none of those guys were there. And on top of it, now everybody's a sheriff. Where's my badge? Shit. Long story short, my fine was $800. It could have been paid on the spot, but being that I had my temper,
Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
the judge put me on probation for a year just to pay the fine. I never showed up, never did none of that stuff. All I did was paying on the fine. City of Hinesville got me. Yeah, y'all got me. It is what it is, but I definitely learned my lesson at that point, man, because I mean, $800 and some odd dollars, a year's worth of probation, man. I thought I'd never see that dude again. They moved me from 2nd Brigade to Division. So now I'm in Division. I work for Division headquarters, right? We go on another deployment, right? Now I've been at Fort Stewart for like 6, 7 years at this point. I'm ready to go. I've been trying to get up out of here, but won't nobody let me go. It is what it is. I get back from this deployment. I finally get in contact with my branch and the right individuals. Smooth sailing. I'm on order to get up out of there. I say, give it a month, 2 months. It's time for me to out process. I'm out processing, right? Today is my final out day. I get my Rocky Bulldog stamp on my paperwork to say, that's it. On to your new duty station. Maine is not on my mind. Maine hasn't been on my mind in a couple years. I done been on deployments. I done had a kid. Maine hasn't been on my mind, but I never forgot about it. So I'm going to get my final out stamp, right? I'm in this office on Fort Stewart, right? They call me up next. Sergeant Oates. I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. I got my paperwork. This is it. This is the last of the last. I get to go somewhere new. I'm happy. As I open the door to the office of the lady that called me, and I turn and look to my right, guess who's sitting there? Man, sitting there. And he was smiling at first, but as he looked up, ghost. And in less than half a second, so much flashed before my mind, the bigger man took the better approach. Because as I was fueling the fire back up, because I told you it was on sight, I looked down at his rank on his chest. I got a 750 Li BMW outside, stretched out, 22s custom from Germany, offsets. I'm in a good place in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm a staff sergeant. I'm E6. I knew of Maine when he was a specialist in the beginning. He had previously been demoted from Buck Sergeant E5. After deployment, I heard that he had got his rank back, so he got his E5 back. When I saw him, he was an E1. All of that anger and all of that rage that was built up in my chest, and I really was on sight. I had dropped my paperwork and everything. I looked down at his chest again. I'm an E6. You'll eat nothing.
I'm 56 years old.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
I had to let bygones be bygones. I looked like E6 beating up on a private.
I don't even know where you're sitting at.
Kevin, what? What is that?
I definitely learned my lesson though, man. All in all, not only did it humble me, it also gave me an additional push to that step of becoming a man. Because in the position that I was in life, and the position that life had dealt him, we're on two different ends of the realm, my dog. Life has its way of humbling you, huh? Again, sorry for taking so long, man. I've just been busy, but we back in the saddle. You understand what I'm saying? And if you don't believe me, ask the Pillow Bandit, because that's what I'm gonna be talking about next week. Unless Grimsley and Henschel say something between then. Until next time, though. Peace.